Hi, Tom from bknutrition.com, and in this video I'm going to talk about the impact of a day off your diet plan and what that actually has in terms of a long-term impact on your progress. Now, I'm filming this on a bank holiday Monday. We have about 10 bank holidays in the UK, including Christmas and Good Friday and that sort of thing, and normally bank holidays fall on a Monday. Now, the problem here, and the problem I've seen with my clients and people I talk to, is because a bank holiday happens on a Monday, what then happens is you have a long weekend, so a Saturday, a Sunday of normally drinking, overeating, and then the Monday to recover, and you obviously have a day off work on Monday. For most people have a day off work on the Monday on the bank holiday, and then so that has been, it's potentially 3 days where they've had off their plan, eaten a bit more than what they were planning to, and potentially haven't gone to the gym or done any exercise. So that's 3 days off a diet plan. Now, what happens is because our minds like a routine and a schedule, and our normal working week, if you're in the UK, starts on a Monday. So we normally get up, go to work on a Monday, 9 o'clock or whatever you do, and then you have your week of work and then you go on the weekend. Now, because this has been disrupted, because the Monday is now like a day off, it's like a weekend day, our week will start on the Tuesday, and this actually upsets our mental routine. Now, you might not feel it in your mind as in, oh, everything's upset and everything's gone to pot, but our mind does perceive it as an upset to our normal routine, and because of that, it's an extra mental stress our mind has to deal with. And for many people, this can result in a sort of a default action, in the fact that we go, oh, do you know what, because of bank holiday and because of the weekend and everything else, and because I've had 3 days where I've not exercised and not done any like proper diet or whatever, I'll probably just write this week off and then start again next Monday. And that is quite common. Now, the impact of the day off, or let's say the couple of days off for the weekend, is probably minimal on your diet. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that you need to eat about 8,000 calories over your maintenance in order to gain a kilo of body fat, and that's just a rule of thumb. You know, there is other things that come into it, but 8,000 calories over your maintenance to gain a kilo of body fat. Now, for me, my maintenance is about sort of 2,800. I'd have to eat 10,000 calories in a day to gain a kilo of body fat in that day. And it wouldn't normally work like that anyway. But over the weekend, okay, you might not do like 8,000 calories in a day, but you might do 8,000 calories over on a weekend. So you might eat, say, 3,000 calories over, but still, that's a lot of calories to eat. You know, unless you are really nailing the pizzas or the alcohol or the Ben and Jerry's or whatever, or donuts, whatever, really high calorie stuff. And the problem with that, or the good thing about that, is that the body actually recognizes a lot of calories coming in, and then actually shuts down our appetite for maybe a few days afterwards. So it is quite uncommon for people to actually eat enough to gain that much body fat in those couple of days. However, the risk becomes eating 8,000 calories over your maintenance over the course of 8 days. Well, that's actually pretty easy to do, because 1,000 calories isn't a lot when you think about it. If you think about, say, a large plate of chips at Nando's, that's about 1,000 calories. You know, a pizza, that's easily 1,000 calories. So it is quite easy to overeat if you do it over the week, whereas it's hard to overeat that much if you do it over the weekend. But so here's the problem, is that most people will go, oh, I've had a few days off and I'll write that off and I'll start next week. So those 3 days really haven't impacted them at all. They might gain a bit of weight through to food volume and through to a bit of water retention due to increased salt in the body, that sort of thing. But that will go very quickly once they start getting back into their normal routine again. The issue is that some people maybe get on the scales on Tuesday after they've had this bank holiday binge and go, oh, I've gained all that weight, it must be body fat. And then that leads into, oh, I'll just start again on Monday, I'll have this week off, and then blah, 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 blah. And you probably recognize this, you've probably done it yourself. I've done it myself. You know, oh, well, Tuesday's not really the right day to start my diet again, I'll start it on Monday. And then what happens is, because you've set yourself that diet start date in 5 or 6 days time, the mind then goes, oh, let's see what we can get in before we get to that date. Let's see if we can overeat a little bit. Let's go out and overindulge. And then you actually end up eating more than you would have done if you just got back onto your diet on the Tuesday. So the actual impact of those 3 days of like bank holiday weekend is very minimal. But because we set ourselves up with these things of, oh, let's just have a week off, let's just start again on Monday, give ourselves all these excuses to come off our routine, And we don't do it deliberately. We don't think, oh, do you know, how much can I mess up my diet? How much fat can I gain? Oh, let's have a think about that. We don't do that in our minds, but we do default to this. Oh, it's gone a bit to pot. The diet starts Monday, so let's wait till Monday. And that's the risk factor. That's the risk that many people run. And then when they get on the scales on that Monday in order to start their diet again, and they've gained like 4 or 5 kilos, that is then the crucial point. That is the point where you go, wow, look at that. And it's the sort of the realization of maybe they've undone a couple of weeks or a couple of months work with that week off. And the risk for that is that then that person goes, well, I've got to get it off as fast as possible. So then what they do is they restrict a load of calories, go and do a load of exercise, restrict their carbs, etc., etc. You've probably done this stuff yourself. I've done it myself. Or the other risk is that they go, oh, I've gained all this 5 or 6 kilos. What can I do to get it off? And then they click on the internet, how to lose fat fast. Bang, straight into their inbox is Dr. Shreds with his lose your body fat, lose your bank holiday belly 6-day shred routine or whatever else. You click on it, you buy it. It's a dehydration, a restriction of calories, and it basically makes you feel like rubbish for 6 days. Yeah, you lose some weight because you drop water and you've got less food volume. Drop the weight, then you go back onto your normal eating routine again and gain all the weight back again, and so the cycle starts of this binge restrict, which I see a lot of people do. And those things can have their start in this this bank holiday thing, this a couple of days off the diet, which it then moves into a week off the diet. So because people don't go on extreme diets for no reason. They want to accomplish a goal, and normally that goal has been triggered by an event that's happened, and normally it's a gain in weight which they weren't expecting. So not to be doom and gloom or something, but just to make you realise that there is a long-term effect of maybe going off plan for too long and not having a think about what the impact of those actions are. So let's say the good news: if you've had 3 days off your diet, probably not done that much damage. You probably gained a little bit of weight. You probably had a few days off exercise and everything else. That's good. That's normal. That's normal behavior. I encourage all my clients at some point to take a week off training or to take a week off their diet or whatever, just to reset their mind, reset their schedule, and get themselves refocused on what they want to do. And we have this planned thing called a diet break. There's another video you can watch about diet breaks on my channel. And we plan this diet break out. Now, you can plan a diet break out along the bank holiday routine if you want to, because if you're going to have a long weekend, you say, do you know what, I'll have another couple of days off, and you plan it, that's fine, because you've taken into account that you're going to gain some weight, you've got a plan to return to it afterwards. The risk is when you don't plan it and you just go, oh, whatever, I'll just have a week off. Then it comes to that Monday and you're not expecting all those things to happen, and that results in the God, I've got to do something now mentality, and that's when you mess yourself up. So long term of 3 days off diet plan, probably nothing if you were back onto your plan or you've got a scheduled return to your plan. The risk is that those 3 days off turn into 6, 7 to 8 days off where you do overeat more and you do not maybe as much exercise, and the risk then is that translates into this long-term effect. So if you've had a few days off on the bank holiday, great. Hope you enjoyed them. Hope you had a really nice time. Hope you're not too hungover and regretting your actions. But it's probably not made that much of an impact on your long-term results if you were to get back onto your plan this week at some point. Maybe not the day after, maybe not Tuesday after, maybe you need another day maybe for your hangover or whatever, but try to get back onto your plan as soon as possible. Remember, you don't have to start a diet on Monday. You don't have to start a diet on the first of the month. You don't have to start a diet on whatever, your birthday. Our minds like this, and actually if you look at research on this, the most started diets are January the 1st, obviously, birthdays or leading up to birthdays, 6 weeks before holidays, all these things, because our minds like these sort of events to start things off. So you've got to have a think about, I'm going to just do it, and I'm not going to think about it has to start Monday, it has to start the first of the month. Just think, right, I've had a few days off, now I'm going to get back into it, and then we're going to sort of get back into our program and continue making progress. So Hope this video was helpful. Hope it's given you some insight into maybe your actions, maybe how to correct them in the future. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more of my videos, why don't you give it a big subscribe button and get my numbers up. That'd be very appreciated. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Have a good day, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you later.